Right, we're back for day 2 of the British Shooting Show. I'm here with Chris from Sportsman Gun Centre, and he's got the new PARD thermal rifle scope, and he's going to tell me all about it, because you know I'm a big PARD fan. I've been loving and using the DS for the last, what, 18 months or so?
Absolutely.
Well, this is basically a DS but thermal now, so Chris, tell me all about it.
So this is the new PARD TS3145. Comes in a non-LRF and RRF form. It's got a 384 by 288 pixel camera. It's very, very similar setup to the PARD DS night vision unit, in the sense that it mounts on a 30mm tube. Actually comes complete with 30mm to Picatinny rings, forward focus, same optical system and ergonomics as the DS35, nice long eye relief, soft touch menu controls, zoom on the top here, and it runs as the DS does on a single
18650 battery.
That's it, which goes through the centre of the tube. Very simple system. Nice long battery life. Obviously has a standby facility, but this is the latest thermal from PARD.
That's excellent, because it takes less than 10 seconds to swap the battery anyway.
Absolutely.
That was one of the things I loved first about the DS when it came out.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the magnification on it then?
So on the mag side, I believe this one goes from a 4 to a 6 optical magnification.
Right.
So very well suited to obviously centre fire, but obviously also good for rat shooting, rabbit shooting, on an air gun sub 12 FAC and 2.2 and 17 HMR.
Now this has arrived with you pretty much in the last 48 hours.
Absolutely, yes.
So have you got any idea of approximate pricing yet, do you think?
This one with the rangefinder is $18.59.
Really? That's
so really good value for money. Yeah, absolutely. And it's a nice light unit as well. It's not heavy.
I must admit, I picked it up and I sighted through it, and it's just like the DS. It's like using a regular rifle scope, just with a different optical factor.
Absolutely. I think if you were using a DS at the moment and you wanted to step up to a thermal unit, ergonomically you would switch over between.
Well, it's almost identical.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
You could have two separate units.
I presume it's got the same 100mm of eye relief.
100%.
Which is the big advantage of the DS as I've seen it.
Absolutely.
So excellent. Right. Well, thank you for showing me that, because I'm hoping to get one of those very soon on review. For you. Right. Thanks very much.
Please come and see us at the PARD stand.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Cheers.
So here we are with the TS31. It looks like a regular rifle scope. It mounts up like a regular rifle scope. It's got 100mm of eye relief like most regular rifle scopes. With the changing laws for deer stalking, thermal, just like night vision, is taking over the world, taking over the market. It's just branching out into new sporting arenas. And of course, when you're using larger calibers for deer, 65, 50mm of eye relief just won't cut the mustard anymore, but 100mm will, because in a training environment, we always tell people you need at least about 4 fingers worth of eye relief to make sure you're away from that scope. And it's not just about not having the scope hit you, it's about you being able to fully access the full field of view without vignettes or any kind of discomfort, because there's enough problems to deal with when you're shooting in from field positions and making improvised shots to get those, good, accurate kill shots on animals. You need your optics and your rifle to work easily for you. You don't want to be struggling and straining, and it's all very well having something that you can use, but it's nicer having something that's easy to use. Anyway, I'll be getting one of these soon on review, and I'm really looking forward to it, because everything about it says go, 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 from the word go. Right, I'm with Petter from Element Optics, and he's got the 2 new range finding units, and he's going to tell me all about them.
Yeah, so here we have our new rangefinders. This is the Helix 1500 and the Titan 3K. This one ranges to 1500 meters, while this one ranges to 3000 meters. They both have the same ballistic chip inside, so you just range and you get your ballistic solution directly in your screen.
Do you set that up using the Element Optics app or something like that?
Yeah, you just put your ballistics data inside into your phone, and you upload your profile, and then it's done.
That's excellent. So it'll probably take about a minute to set up then.
Yeah.
And once you've done it, you don't need to connect the app when you're out using it, when you're out hunting, do you?
No, you can leave your phone behind. You don't need to bring your phone.
That's perfect.
So when you uploaded your profile, then you just need the rangefinder itself.
That's perfect then. And we've got the 1500 meter unit here, just a single-handed, and then we've got like a slightly larger unit for the 3,000 meter unit called the 3K. Thank you very much, Petter. Those look very interesting. These are the latest Zeiss Seeker cams in Unit 5 and Unit 7. I'm going to get one of these on review, hopefully. The essential difference is it's mostly the same onboard technology, but there's a difference in the fact that the 7 has got the camera on the front and the 5 has it on the door, so it's a little bit easier to set the 7 up. But these both work through an app, and you can get them sent directly to your phone, so you know exactly what's going on real time, and you've got remote control of all the features of what's going on. And if a deer pops up or something else pops up in your field of view and it's recorded by the camera, you know about it real time, whether you're next door looking over the fence through your binoculars, or whether you're miles and miles and miles away at work thinking, I wish I was out deer stalking tonight. This is the new Lemke Kyla 25.1 thermal spotter. This has got the usual things for thermal spotter. You've got, you know, onboard battery, you've got the control buttons on top. You've got some quite unique, nifty features with actual mechanical switches that make things a little bit more ergonomically accessible. Good long battery time, multiple colour palettes. I'll be getting one of these to do a full review on, but it suits me for my sort of predominantly hunting, foxing and stalking needs, because it's usable, you know, left-handed or right-handed. There's the iCup's ambidextrous, and we've got all the features I need. We can record film and we can recharge the battery, etc., using a cord if necessary. But this is something I'm looking forward to using, and we will see very soon if I can just operate that one-handed, if the battery comes out of there. But the full review will be on the channel, hopefully within the next month or so, because I've been promised one virtually immediately, and I quite like it. There's a lot of aluminium in use here, and it's a GRP, it's a fibre reinforced plastic casing. We've got like a roller control here to speed things up, and these little sort of buttons have got sort of, how shall I say, a ridge between them, so it's easier to identify which one you're actually on, rather than just counting backwards and forwards, because they do have a different shape and a different control function, either a roller or actually a press function. And that is the fast on-off button there, which of course makes it really easy to control totally intuitively without searching for buttons. So let's see how we get on with that when we get it in for a full review. Here you can see the removable batteries, so you can have additional batteries to make sure you're, you know, literally 15-second changeover if you do run out on a long stalk. But the runtime is rated very long, and I'll put a link in for the description on this one, because this is going to be one to go for. And Lemke have got, you know, all the backing of the Blaser group, and they do some other great thermal imaging stuff, so I'm really looking forward to using this. I think the night vision and thermal imaging market is so exciting because there's not only a lot of innovation, but there's so much competition, and the competition is what is driving the prices to a more economical level, to make sure that it's not such an aspirational product anymore. It's becoming more of the norm, certainly to own a handheld thermal spotter. This is the new Carles 328i. This has been designed for PRS shooting, and it's got a lot of nice features. It's a totally new optical design, and they're actually promising a 40% wider field of view. You've got the same great mechanical clicks, great adjustability, top mount parallax there, which goes down to about 20-25 meters, I think, and you can have the windage adjustment on the left or the right hand side. It's got a good size eye box on it. It's not too constrictive at all, and it's obviously got the very smooth controls within. It allows you to get a really good feel for focus, magnification, and of course this one's first focal plane. Carles were great because they brought out this parallax on top. What is it, maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago on the 525, and it was lovely to use because it totally separated the features out. But we're going to get one of these in for a full review very soon, because everybody loves a really Gucci high-end PRS scope. So perhaps we saved the best to last. This is the new FX DRS air rifle. This is sub 12, ideal for the UK. It's in walnut here. There's also a synthetic version, chassis version as well, I believe. But the big deal here is that we've now got the barrel running through the air cylinder, which not only gives us these superb, sleek, streamlined hunting looks, but it saves weight and it gives you a stiffer barrel, and it's just a win-win situation in my opinion. And I am really looking forward to shooting one of these rifles. I will get one as soon as one is available, and we have to thank Sportsman Gun Centre for getting a move on with that, because I think they might have already sold them all anyway because the expectation was so high. So we've got the new Accuracy International ATX-C. Now this has got a few very subtle modifications over the ATX, and we're starting out, we've got different bolt lug geometry. It's still a 6-lug bolt, 60-degree lift, but it's a lighter bolt lift. There's a slightly larger bolt handle on the end. It's still the same cut rifle barrel, lots of similarities. It's got a slightly different bedding system in the stock. It's still a non-bonded stock to receive a fit. And we've also got gas release ports on the side now. So if you ever get a case rupture or anything like that, you know you're going to be completely safe with it. I'm no doubt going to get one of these at some point soon to do a full review on, but the original ATX was one of those rifles I actually thought I might one day want to own. And other than the fact I can't afford it and I can't justify owning one because I'd never get around to using it, it is an absolutely beautiful gun. And these slight variations I've just refined a little bit just to make sure it's a little bit more ergonomically capable and even easier to shoot, maintain target sight picture when you're racking the shot between sending those bullets down range.
And they were talking about developing That's proof. I'd still lose that.
I want to paint it right though. I'd lose it.
I can't tell you the amount of those I've lost.
Yeah,
I'd still lose that.
I swapped it out for like
put it down.
I've been assured by Artemis Outdoors that I'm going to get some Anschutz rimfire rifles to review. We've got the ones in the stocks here, the chassis systems, we've got walnut, we've got thumb holes, and these are what I want to be using. 1761 APR. That looks perfect for me. Available with single stage and 2-stage triggers. Compare that to the Walnut Classic, but that is what people want these days. That's a PRS rifle, straight out of the box, isn't it?
That's about now.
Right, I'm with Josh from C2 Precision, and he's going to tell me all about the new Masterpiece Arms precision rifle, which is a superb option for PRS competitors looking for the absolute ultimate in precision on target. Josh, over to you.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for popping by and seeing this new bit of kit. So this is the Masterpiece Arms PMR Pro 2 rifle. It's a full competition rifle for PRS. You've got the Masterpiece Arms Elite Action. Features of the Elite Action. Full control round feed for the rounds coming up into the chamber. We've got mechanical eject, so you never have any issues. You've got the little ejector back there. Beautifully smooth action. There's the bolt there. Nice big fat bolt, so you get perfectly smooth bolt there. It's also got the Masterpiece Arms Elite trigger. It's a flat blade, single stage trigger, and that's all from Masterpiece Arms. Masterpiece Arms barrels made in-house, and it's fitted into the Matrix Pro chassis. This is very unique. It's literally got every feature on it that anything for PRS is that you would want. So many features. So it comes as standard with a night vision hood. In the fore end, you've got a really wide footprint here, so you get really good stable placement on a bag. For adjustment of weights, you've got inside here, Chris, just in front the spigot mount that you've got here, you remove that, and there's a channel under here which will fit 8 internal weights. Also, you've got stage 2 weights that will go in the sections under here, under the barrel, for full adjustability of balancing your rifle. So in PRS, it's very important for natural point of aim to have your rifle balanced. So you've got all that adaptability there, and then you've also got the wide fore end here, so you can fit extra weights on the side. They've got XL weights, smaller weights, ridge weights, loads of things in there. Going on to the rear, well, let's start with the pistol grip. This one here is called the EVG grip. It also comes as standard out the box with 8 pistol grip options. You've got vertical 1, 2, 3 and 4 if you've got fairly big hands like me, and then you've also got swept 1, 2, 3 and 4. You've also got different thumb adjustment rest places here, and they are 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it adjusts the angle of your thumb placement. You can have it there up vertical, up like that, or slightly down like that, so it fits everyone's hand. Moving on to the rear stock, beautiful silicone cover here on the cheek piece, all fully adjustable, nice quick movement like that, and length of pull there. We've also got, if I just turn it around here, something very unique that only Masterpiece Arms do at the rear of the stock is an adjustable bag rider. Instantly like that, gives you about 50 mils of elevation. So if you're there shooting uphill, you'd be say if you're on a bipod and your rear bag like that, you're there shooting uphill, and then you've got another target down in the valley and you need to bring it up like that, and your rear bag doesn't quite come to comfortably where you need it to, bump, instant 50 plus mils of elevation to sit onto your rear bag. It's the only chassis that does that for PRS shooting. Also comes standard with a 2-round holder, and at an amazing price of just under £4,500.
That's pretty apt. I was expecting it to be more than that.
I know you were.
The statistics you just told me.
So basically you've got pretty much a full custom action, custom barrel, a custom build in a chassis. You couldn't put it together in parts for that price.
No, you couldn't.
No. Standalone on its own, the Matrix Pro chassis that we've got up here that both me and Lawrence run in Team Masterpiece Arms. We both run the Matrix Pro. That alone on its own is 2,000.
Wow.
So you add a full custom build into this chassis. That is a factory rifle compliant for GBPRA or PRS in production class.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Josh.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
Success shooting and dealing these excellent rifles.
Thank you very much, mate. Goodbye.
I don't know why, but I've never done a review on one of the long barrel pistols, and I'm going to get one because it's quite fun. I want to have a go with one, and I'll be interested to see what it's like to shoot them, how sort of reliable they are, what they do with ammunition, and just, you know, generally enjoy a bit of shooting. And I think one of these with a red dot sight on it is perhaps the way we should go. But then again, using the iron sights is always a nice challenge, especially when you've got, realistically, you know, I lined one of these up yesterday, held it out, you don't really notice the extension to the barrel, and you don't really extension on the grip because you get really good balance with them, and it does of course make your aim a little bit more stable. But I think that's something I need to do in the near future, and I do know that there are a couple of new ones coming out which are going to be very exciting, so I can't talk about those yet, but we shall see what we do with the GSG 1911s to start with. Let's have a look at that, Dave. Just show me it down. This is a thermal monocular from Night Pearl. This is the latest generation. I've got all the details about these. I'm going to be having a look very soon at them. And this is the Alor 2, and we've got a full spec sheet here. So hopefully I'll be receiving one of these before long. But it's got a really nice sort of shape to it. It's basically totally tubular, so it's totally ambidextrous. Works with, you know, either hand, either eye, and it's incredibly fast and comfortable. So I'm looking forward to having a go with that. And you've got a nice big focusing collar at the front here. Makes it quick to use. Obviously, the image focus, screen focus is at the back, and you're setting it up. And let me just have a look at the buttons on the top, Dave. You've got 4 nice, well-separated buttons to give you easy control without, you know, trying to press 2 at once accidentally. So that's looking quite good. Have we got what's this on the bottom? Is that the battery out? Is that a separate battery on this? Yes. So you can remove the batteries, which means you can carry spares. Are they 18650s?
18650s, and the body is the magnesium cover.
Yeah, so it's a magnesium body. See if you can get the battery out of that, Dave. Ah, there we go. So you can just swap the batteries. I do prefer an easy swap battery system to having to plug in a USB-C cable or recharge, because you can just carry them in your pocket then. And the commonality means you can use the same batteries for your rifle scopes as well. You've always got spares. But yeah, we'll have a look at these soon. We're going to get one in for a full review. Now, of course, we're indoors, we're looking at people of all sorts of shapes, sizes, eating hot food and drinking hot drinks up and down the hall, so it's not the same as being outdoors with it. But what I'll tell you for starters is, you've got good crisp focus for the image on the back, for the actual screen within. That's really fast for image focus on the front for different distances, and the buttons are easy to control. What I always tend to pick on though, on a lot of things, is the ocular lens, because this is still a lens, and these lenses need well treating, they need to be well ground, and they need to be versatile. And of course, when you can move that movement around your eye like this, you can probably see I'm moving that deliberately around. It's the criticality of some of these lenses. Some thermal imagers and rifle scopes, if you move at all from that absolute sweet spot, it goes totally out of focus, and you're always chasing focus. A well-ground lens, and this is a well-ground lens, means you can put that to your eye, and you've got quite a large, ocular field here, and you can be deliberately careless with that, and you still retain perfect focus on the screen within, and obviously swap from one eye to the other. And that is a true sign of a good lens for this kind of unit, because it's got that forgiving nature, and you don't have to sit it and then position it exactly and then tweak focus a bit. It's just there, boom, straight on, straight up. And if you're moving around, walking about, especially if you're in a vehicle, and if you're hunting from a vehicle, sometimes you're having to twist right round funny directions, and it's great to be able to just go one hand to the other eye, and you're never chasing a good sight picture. So I'm actually very pleased with that, and I'm looking forward to using them. Right, I'm here with James from Zero Tech, and he's going to run me through a few of the products that are new for 2024 here at the British Shooting Show. James, please tell me all about them.
First thing we've got is our new Trace Advanced 5-30. So it's a 34mm tube with a 56mm objective. It's a zoom ratio of 5 on the bottom end, 30 on the top end. It's 35mm of internal adjustment. Parallax is down to 20 meters, and it has digital illumination along with capped windage. A very big feature that everyone's been asking for.
Okay, what we got next?
Moving on from that, we have our new hunting optics. This is the Thrive HD line. It's a 1:8 optic with cap turrets and an illumination. We've got a new reticle in that one as well. It's very well suited for driven hunts in Europe.
Okay.
Moving on from that, we've got our new Halo red dot. So it's our first enclosed red dot. It's cut for an RMSC footprint, but it comes in the box with a Picatinny rail. Some nice features is this is the digital illumination, as well as the top loading battery. Some new other products we have as well as our Gen 2 red dots. So that's been slimmed down and really redesigned with our push button illumination instead of the turn wheel. Comes in the box with a high mount and a low mount. And our brand new prism optic. This is the first time we've done a prism optic. So that has a reticle inside of it that is also illuminated. It has parallax adjustments and it's a push button digital illumination. So a lot of cool, exciting things coming from Zero Tech this year.
Thank you very much. I hope to get some of them on review. Okay, I'm here with Chris from Gunworks, and he's going to tell me all about this new Nexus rifle that is available from Highland Outdoors. Chris, please go ahead, tell me all about it.
Man, we're excited to be here with Highland Outdoors making our UK debut. So we're at the British Shooting Show 2024. Nexus is the flagship model that we launched last year. So this is basically the first 100% vertically integrated rifle system that we've put together. 100% of this gun is built in our factory in Cody, Wyoming. Nice little town for a nice little company that builds the best all-in-one hunting rifle on the planet. So this Nexus rifle, we've got a little bit of European flair, which I'm sure you can appreciate. So we got a little bit of the leather accents on here. We got really nice fine cut lines on our stock. So we've kind of taken some of the perfections that we've had on our Magnus system and essentially incorporated it into our Nexus. We've taken a full length, basically a full length bottom metal with an Arca rail that transforms into a Picatinny rail up front. We've got a flush magazine box. We have an aluminum action with a steel barrel, 3-position safety, with a field strippable bolt and swappable barrels. So right now we offer this in a 6.5 PRC, 7 PRC, 300 PRC. We're soon going to be offering the 6.5 Creedmoor as an option, and possibly some more options in the future. We've topped it with our new Revic Radical scope. So this is our Gen 2 smart scope that we just launched at SHOT Show a few weeks ago. So a couple years in the making, but this has got an onboard ballistics computer. It has a weather station on it, so this is going to do every ballistic variable that you know. The only two things that you have to tell it is the distance and the wind direction, wind speed. So as you dial that scope up, it's going to give you a solution in your scope, and essentially puts you on target at whatever distance you want to shoot. So you got an animal in your sights at 850 yards. Your guide calls out 850 without breaking your shooting position. You're going to stay in the scope. You're going to dial till you get to 850 yards inside. And that, folks, is our Nexus shooting system with our Revic scope on it.
Thank you very much. I look forward to reviewing one of these, and I'll be speaking to Highland Outdoors to get a hold of one. Thank you, Chris.